Let's get salty!
Hey everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and tomorrow is the big patch day. We'll probably be getting patch notes then with all the official changes, but we have some news in the meantime. Purchase of Blizzard of Microsoft for $69 billion has been blocked by the UK. What does that mean for Microsoft? Does it mean it's going to be everywhere? We'll talk about that. Or duplicate protection in Hearthstone may be changing. Is it for the better? Yes, it is. It is. But Blizzard wants your feedback on whether they're going to go forward with this change, as well as the reigning and defending Hearthstone World Champion has retired from competitive esports before esports is likely completely retired. Well, maybe not. We'll talk about that, as well as 2 new portraits are in the shop right now to be purchased. I thought I would highlight them, show them off in case you want to see what they look like before you buy them, or just maybe you want to see what they look like in general, because you're not going to buy them, and it's always nice to see shinies and all of that. And before we get into all that, a friendly reminder, we are on the road to 69,420 subs, and it would be awfully nice if we hit that goal for our next big giveaway. So if you feel like I've earned your sub, hit that sub button down below and make douchebag Zeddy go broke. Before we get into the news that I kind of outlined in the intro, this just broke like before I was gonna put this video out. Microsoft's acquisition of Activision Blizzard, which we've talked about, which has been a big thing, is apparently being blocked in the UK. As the 69 billion purchase of Activision Blizzard is being blocked. Microsoft says it will appeal. There's this Bloomberg article. Basically, the CMA says the gaming deal would harm competition on the cloud, and Microsoft says it plans to appeal this decision. And since it's being blocked in the UK, it is likely that every other big, country like the US or those regions will likely follow suit. So this transaction, this purchase, not going to be going over anytime soon. Basically, we're already seeing the stock price for Activision Blizzard go way down since this news, and an appeal could take years. It could take months. It could take a long time to resolve. And a lot of people have been wondering, is this acquisition going to save Hearthstone? Is it going to be good for Blizzard and all of that? Especially Bobby Kotick, still CEO of the company, until that acquisition takes place. And yeah, that might not actually happen now. This is messy, it's ugly, and just an unfortunate situation, but just wanted to throw that out there. And now we'll go to the video as I have regular recorded, but wanted to get this information out to you guys as fast as I could. So duplicate protection may be changing in Hearthstone, as Celeste Alon, the features lead on the Hearthstone team, has proposed this change. And again, nothing is set in stone. They're asking for feedback on it. I'll link this tweet below if you want to give it, make it constructive, be polite, whatever. But he says this: we've heard some feedback and are considering a tweak to duplicate protection. When you get a golden card, it will prefer a card you haven't gotten any copy of, which I believe is still true right now. That's like basic duplicate protection. Then, so number 2, this is where it changes, a card you haven't gotten the golden or higher of then, and then 3, any random card. Currently, that or higher isn't there, and we're considering adding it. Thoughts? In other words, if you have all legendaries in some form and get a golden, do you want it to be able to be one you have diamond a signature of or not? So basically, this is more of like for the whale type, right? You open a diamond, a signature, you don't want to open that card golden again, right? I don't even think you can re-roll it or anything like that. The thing is, before, when the signatures were really ugly, you kind of didn't care, because for the whales at least, because you wanted the golden of that legendary, like Mograine. I like that legendary golden more than the signature. But yeah, he's asking this question, and he says, I suspect feelings on this are probably generally positive since Festival Legends, whereas they were probably generally negative in March of Lich King. Basically alluding to the fact, yeah, the March of Lich King signatures look like crap to most people, and still most are sad that they're not reworking them and they're stuck in our collection. But you can disenchant them, of course, for 1600 dust. They kind of alleviated that. So I would love to see what they would have looked like with the style we have now. But regardless, that's not happening. And overall, from the comments I saw, mostly positive. I guess a Ridiculous Hat basically also said or higher avoids counterintuitive reroll outcomes. Like, that's a pretty big deal. So overall, I see it as a net positive. positive. I think it would be a good change, but overall, I don't think it affects things for most people, as again, it's really for the whales, for signatures, goldens, and all of that, but they've added a lot of quality of life features, you know, the rerolls on cards, duplicate protection, all this stuff. I went back and just thought about when I started Hearthstone, there was no duplicate protection even on legendaries. There were no end of season rewards. I haven't put out this tweet, end of season rewards in 2014 versus 2023. We used to get a card back, right? We get that still. This is a really sick card back, by the way. I bought it with gold because I wasn't playing back then. And then you get all this stuff. This is if you get legend, but even like decent ranks, you still get a couple of packs where it's epics. Regardless, off point, but I just want to say it's been nice to see things improve. By the way, I forgot to mention in our big video yesterday about all the buffs and nerfs, Rockmaster Voon is another warrior card getting buffed. So in case you watched that video and you were like, he didn't talk about Voon or didn't notice it, yes, this card's also getting buffed, which I imagine goes to 3, or maybe they take my suggestion and it draws a card and then copies, but we'll see. So that's another card. I didn't miss any other ones. Wanted to throw that out there, as well as Bunny Hopper. He was the reigning defending world champion from last year's Hearthstone World Championships, put out this tweet longer about competing in Hearthstone, going over the fact that basically he was 1 point short of qualifying for the most recent Masters Tour, and his heart's not really in it, as him and his wife, they are expecting a child in June, which is amazing. Congratulations to them. And that he's effectively just retiring from world champ, you know, competitive, going for worlds. He's not doing that anymore. He's still going to be streaming, making YouTube content. So big shout out, check out his content. It's good stuff. And just, you know, it's kind of the times where Hearthstone esports is back on Twitch. The numbers look pretty good. Averaged almost like 20,000 views its first weekend back, but all the writing is on the wall that, like, you know, it's probably not going to last past this year, but maybe the increased viewership, maybe like, you know what, there's something here. I hope they continue doing it because it is something, you know, positive for the game. It's good for the game. I mean, where else are you going to get drops and stuff, right? But still, overall, sad to see Bunny Hopper retire, but, you know, it's just, it is what it is these days, but bigger and better things for him, so wanted to shout that out. And congratulations to him and his wife and all of that, and we look forward to seeing how he evolves as a content creator. And currently in the shop, if you look right now, 2 new portraits are in the shop. They're not premium portraits, they're like the cheapest ones. $10 USD, $12.50 Canadian. We have Jazznaros the Vibe Lord bundle, again, 1,000 runestones if you want to get runestones. Can't buy with gold. Also get the 5 Shaman class packs. His animations and voice lines and all that stuff looks like this.
Jazznaros versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, you called, and the Fire Lord has answered. The vibes consume you. You play well. Haha. Thank you. Good show. Out of tune. Hear the tunes of Sulfuron. You have only delayed the inevitable.
And there's also Emo-rock Aranna for Demon Hunter. Again, sing price and all of that. You get 5 Demon Hunter packs, and her voice lines and animations and all that stuff looks like this.
Aranna versus Illidan.
I will not hold back this time.
I'm not backing down, Illidan.
What would you ask of me?
You have broken through the misery.
Thanks for the memories.
I am in awe.
Who could be blamed? Your end will be as swift as any other. Drown in the fell!
I must withdraw.
So pretty cool portraits. Again, only get them if you really like that cosmetic stuff, and overall, you guys know I get all of it. I showcase it. Tomorrow is the big patch with all the buffs, the nerfs. Maybe there'll be some other stuff to come along the patch notes. We'll report on it all tomorrow. Likely a bit of a later video since the patch notes usually come out a little bit before the patch. So expect a bit of a later video tomorrow. And if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.